Alright, so we're going to give you the complete how to thread it this time. So I'm going to open up the door here. I'm going to open up the side door here. I'm going to open up the front cover here. I'm going to lift the eye shield out of the way. I'm going to release the presser foot. And then I'm going to go ahead and...
Tell me your name again.
My name is Jim.
Jim,
Mm-hmm.
you just said lift the ice shield out the way. What was that? You lift that, and there's something you push back over there. What was that? You push that out the way. Okay.
That's the presser foot, just like you did.
Okay.
And I lift the eye shield so I can see.
Okay.
And then you want to do the whole thing. So
Yeah.
Unthread the whole thing. There's nothing in the way then.
Right.
Nothing anywhere. Alright, so we're going to do loopers first. Off the thread.
Loopers.
Yeah, here. Straight up. Single hole, even though there's two holes. Single hole, even though there's two holes.
Go through
Okay,
the
okay.
two discs.
In between the discs, not behind the discs, not in front of the disc, not around the disc, but in between. It's important that you do that because I don't know how many times I see people get that messed up. And we're going to go through this hole.
Let's do that one. Right there.
So that helps you. Then we're going to go through this chute.
Oh, that's different.
And then this is green, so we're going to follow green the whole way. So this is the first green one. Next green one. And I'm pretty sure that's the next green one. And then I'm pretty sure, so we're following this path down here. Yep. Next one is this green one. Steve, we're going to need to lift her machine too. There it is, this green one. We're going to need to lift this.
Not you. That his
Oh,
name
the
is
other
Steve.
Steve. Steve, we're going to have to lift this machine as well. We got to get it higher, so if you want to start gathering the tools. So we got to come through this part of the loop. Yeah, we got to bring it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach around and grab. I'm going to turn the hand wheel. I have the power off so I don't accidentally sew my fingers up or cut them. And then I'm going to come from the back side of the looper to the front side. And then I'm going to notice the needles are unthreaded. So this is what makes this method work.
The needle was unthreaded.
Yeah, the needles are unthreaded. So then I just pulled it through to the front and go through this one. Okay? Number one is done. Number two looper. Go through one hole even though there's two. One through a hole and even though there's two. If you want to disconnect the travel rod and all that stuff. Okay, here we're at the tension spring, tension discs again. Not behind them, not in front of them, not around them, but actually in between. Go through this one, thread guide. Go through the tube. Grab it. Okay, this is yellow, so we'll go through that first yellow one. This is the next yellow one. Up to this yellow one. Back down to this yellow one. Up. Now we're heading to this yellow one. Okay. And then we're going to look for the back side of that looper. So I'm going to bring this around so we can see it. Back side of that looper. I'm going to go ahead and grab it. Yeah. Goes from the back side. So I went ahead and grabbed it so that I could get it to this front side, and then I'm going to move the looper back to the front so I can see this one. And just Get it in now. Okay, and we just let them dangle. Okay, so I just take a quick overview. I think I got her. So I just kind of look at it and make sure it looks like that, and we have the picture in the book as well. So now we're looking at needle threads. So take the spool up. Front to back. There's another Steve. Steve.
I think it started on Friday.
Did you hear me, Steve?
Yeah.
You guys are brothers. Okay, so here. Now, when we looked at theirs, they went through both holes. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing.
For the needle?
For the needle threads, they went through both holes.
They went through both holes.
Yep,
for the
so
needle
we're just
thread.
going to do the same thing.
And this one needs to be first, then that one? Like
Sure.
that? Okay.
If you actually look in the picture, though, let's make it look like the picture so you don't get confused. They actually did this.
Does it matter?
It does not matter. But I don't want you to think, oh my goodness, we did wrong. But it doesn't matter. All right, so then we go through this one. Another time where we go in between the discs, not in front of the disc, not behind the disc, not around the discs, but actually in between. We got to put pressure on that thread.
Right.
So then here's just like the other ones. Get out of the way.
Definitely need those little tweezer things.
I really enjoy them. I find them to be
Yeah, I use my fingers. They take all day sometimes.
quite helpful. What I was looking for in their picture, if they indicated they went through that hole or not. I do not see that in their picture as an indication. So then here they go through this lower hole. Okay, and that looks like where the thread was running anyway. Okay, there's a yellow dot. Okay, and this is the part that always gets me confused as well. What do they really want to have happen here? Where's
It's
our
a book,
at?
Steve.
Sure. So now you can watch this take up lever right here. See this? So it gets in the way.
Wait a minute.
See this?
He's turning that.
Yeah, see that? Yeah. It gets in and out of the way. Okay. So I'm pretty sure this thread goes in this place and this thread goes up here. But my eyes can't see. I think that's what I see here as well.
Oh.
But let's confirm it so that we're not teaching you the wrong way. Okay, so here's our machine, 6814. So it is what we thought it would be. It comes from here, then it goes through that hole, in between those little doohickeys, and then back through the hole, and this one's up top. Okay, so it is what we thought. So we take this thread, we're going to pass it through the middle. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and get it out of my way so that I can do it. So I can pass it through this hole. Bingo. Okay. We're about ready to stop on this one because I want to get the other one, another neat. I don't want to thread it. I'm not going to thread this one completely till I'm ready. Okay. All right.
You're not going to go through the needle yet.
Yeah, right. That went to the yellow one, and then in here, this one, I'm going to push it in, so it's got a little way to grab it, and underneath.
Oh, that's going to be weird. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be quicker, better than you think. And you can move this in different places. Okay? And then you got this thread guide here. Okay, this is where we're going to stop for that one. Okay? And the reason is, if you watch me, I'm turning it.
Huh? I'm sorry.
I was blocking them.
Oh.
So, if you can see, I'm stopping right here. That way I can turn the hand wheel and don't worry about threads getting caught. Okay, so again, you shouldn't be doing this. Like
I don't want to be doing this.
Yeah, you shouldn't be. Yeah, you shouldn't be rethreading the whole machine.
I don't
All
want
right,
to do
so
it.
here we go. That. just like you've seen me do 3 times previous, and we'll match what the book says. In between the discs, not in front of discs, not around the discs, but in between the discs. And these are all color coded, so it's so I don't have to move it, I can just push it around. But to give you a little taste, you can see it comes out and down so we can get to it, okay? And this one just needs to, it's the red dot, so it just needs to pass straight over. Watch for tangles and anything that might get in the way. I'm going to bring my needles up so you can see them.
Oh. It's
Just
so
got
funny. I'm
tangled.
looking at your hands, and then I even have the camera when it's over this way. I'm not even looking at.
Right. So you can see, just even with that little bit of movement, the needle threads wanted to get out of the way and get in the wrong way and get in the wrong place. So. Very long thread. Okay. So we're just about ready to thread our needles. So I'm just going to take a quick gander, make sure this looks right. Yeah, that looks right. Feels right. I'm kind of feeling my tensions as I go too. That'll tell me if I'm not happy, and I think that's always a good idea to sort of get accustomed to what seems to work for your machine. That way you can feel if there's a problem. Alright. Now, while we're here, we're going to look at what it takes to pull those needles out and take a look at them and see what they look like. There's a needle wrench in here, and there is. So we're going to open up this, and we're going to take the needle out so you can see what it looks like. I think this is correct. It looks a little big to me, and it is. Let's see if there's another wrench in here. You don't like big fittings. Yeah, there it is. So the screwdriver, so here's the needles and the needle wrench. That's what we're going to use to take a needle out. This is the needles, and they don't tell you the size on them. Alright,
Wow.
so we'll have to figure it out. So here, if we
You
want
have
to
to
remove...
figure it out.
Yep. So left hand needle, loosen, lefty loosey, you can grab it and pull it out. Okay. So if you look on the needles, there's a long groove that I can put my fingernail in that runs nearly the length of the needle. Then directly opposite that long groove, there's a scallop or cutout. So this is sideways view. This is a front view. So hopefully you can see that. You can see there's a little cutout right here just above the eye.
Yeah.
So the scallop or cutout goes away from you. The long groove goes towards you.
Okay.
Long groove towards you, scallop or cutout away. Long
Scallop.
groove away. Yep. Scallop away, long
Away.
groove towards you.
Scallop
Scallop
away.
away, long groove towards you.
Scallop
Okay.
away.
Yep. So this other one, they're all 11s. Good. Yeah. So you can loosen that one up and take this one out too. Okay. Put them in, take them out, put them in, take them out. So to put them in, you just put it with a long groove facing the operator. Scallop or cutout goes away. Push it and lift it up and put it all the way in. See, I'm lifting it up.
I'm gonna go on that side.
So I can feel the notch or the scallop or cutout with my finger. I insert it fully. You'll feel it stop. Take my wrench. Tighten it down. Grab my next one. Insert it. Feel for the notch. Fully insert it.
Is one needle longer than the other?
It's no. It's
When
just further
as
down.
far as and yeah.
It's the same needle size. It's just sticking down a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we are ready to thread. And I've done something with my tweezers.
The scissors.
Oh, my tweezers. I've set them down, covered them up.
The tweezers.
My tweezers. I did something with them. You have your tweezers. Anyway, take your... Not
Do you want to use those?
I might. So you take your
Open it.
thread. I like to cut it off nice and sharp. And try to pass it through this dinky little hole. So there it is. Thank you very much. So we just pass it right on through. Okay. Do the same thing again. Turn it off, make it nice and short. Tweezers help the situation. Grab it. Do it again. Make it nice and sharp. So that was the final process, was actually threading those up. So if you change that order, there's always a possibility that the loopers will grab hold of the needle thread.
Oh, it's horrible. It's happened.
Yep.
And it'll.
It keeps pulling out your looper threads.
Yeah.
So until you realize that's what you're doing, and it's an order thing,
Oh.
you know,
Yeah.
it'll just continue to do it. So again, we're putting it back together again. Door. Felt good. This door. Felt good. Lift. Push in. I confirm that I see it's closed. You can run it if you wanted to. You could run it just like this, and won't do that.
Yeah.
So you can leave it open if you'd like. Lift your foot if you'd like. Get it up in there. Power on if you like. And then you're just ready to take off like you mean it.
Wow.
Okay.
So
if you miss something of that, your tensions may look funny or something like that. Okay.
yeah, I'm happy. Is that it?
That's
I'm
it.
ready.
Minus, I want to lift the machine up for you.
This right here, and do I leave this down or?
To me, it's annoying.
I'm gonna
So
turn
that's
this
the reason.
off.